Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A protest occurred today in front of the district courthouse by workers from the casino construction project. Also tonight, individuals are busted and arrested for possessing meth. And Governor Torres expresses the plan to President Trump for resuming tourism in the CNMI. In sports, Frank the Crank suffers a devastating defeat in Vegas. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Thank you for being here with us.
For finding ways to keep things happening.
For making things feel a lot better.
Thank you.
Energize, realize, feels so good just to be alive. Time's a gift, my time is free. I can spend it on you, you can spend it on me. I can say you'll be blown away by the change you see me. And I feel alright, dance all night, put a little flavor in my life.
Thank you for staying strong with us.
And for us.
Thank you for always connecting.
For keeping us together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us
That despite this distance,
We are still better together.
Docomo Pacific, better together.
Life gets better. Get on better internet plans with the strongest internet from Docomo Pacific. With whole home Wi-Fi, it's the better way to work, play, and surf at home with the fastest download and upload speeds in the CNMI. Your better internet comes with the free Plume SuperPod for the strongest and safest Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Sign up today for as low as $50 a month and get a free smart tablet. Better value for your best connection. Because in everything we do, we are always better together.
Half a day, Terwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, June 22nd, 2020. Construction on the casino ceased this morning as workers who are missing paychecks gathered in front of the Horiguchi building to protest. The demonstration of workers was organized at least in part by Imperial Pacific, but workers say they have bigger grievances.
Scores of workers today protesting in front of the Horiguchi building, home to the U.S. District Court and the U.S. Attorney's Office. The workers from the casino construction project included workers from Turkey, Taiwan, Mongolia, and Italy.
We're not normally militant, you know. As I said, our team has been here the longest. We're not normally militant, but this has come to a head now and we're sick and tired of it. There must be action taken, and taken immediately, to rectify this situation.
Glenn Bell runs the Italian team, and he says that conditions on site and in their barracks are deplorable and they have not been getting paid.
We've had drama with the payrolls for the last 2 months. They've been caught up, but always never on time. And as Brulette said, most of this money, people come here because they send the money home to their families. You can't tell your family at home that we didn't get paid. You know, wait next week, wait for a month. You know, we're sitting here in limbo, miles from home, in a country that's a pristine country. It's a beautiful place, but we've been treated like third-class citizens, and we won't put up with it.
How many from you from Italy here?
Our team at the moment are 30 people. You know, reduced from 65 when we first come here. We were the first team to come, right? We've been here the longest, and we've endured these ridiculous conditions, even on site. Deplorable conditions on site. Deplorable.
Who do you hold responsible?
Who do we hold responsible? Well, IPI run the site. That's who we answer to. In that case, that's who I hold responsible. You know, we've asked many times for this to be rectified.
And what do they say?
It's all happening. It's all coming. Let's wait and see. It'll get fixed. The same story all the time. You know, it's just ridiculous.
Bülent Peker is in charge of the Turkish team. They are working on floors 8 to 13.
People are hungry. I mean, cutting electricity after 2 days. How we are able to cook to these people? What we gonna do? And this is really, when the people are fighting with each other, they are underestimating this 400, 500 people living in here. Yeah. We are here, we are exist. Until now, as you see, during last 1 year, you did not see any problem from all these people. Everybody was under control. They never ever make any problem. They never ever made any issue, anybody in the island. But what we get as a result, you know, nobody's recognizing us. We are here, guys. We are here. Yeah. You know, they just need to know that we are here. We just want open the IPI account under their control just to pay our salaries. We don't care for the rest of the things. We are not looking for the war between the things. Ministry of Labor, they have a payroll account. Let's get the money over there. Pay us directly. We are not asking solve the IPI problems. We are not here for IPI. We are here for all these people, for ourselves. This is the main thing. Thank you. Thank you.
The Australian foreman says that IPI, which is embroiled in a dispute with Pacific Rim over millions of dollars of construction work, did encourage the appearance of the workers at the protest site today. Federal court recently directed local banks to turn over money in IPI accounts to settle claims.
We're here this morning because we have a group of people who are 30,000 kilometres away from home. They have no wages for the last 3 weeks, checks that bounce, right? Conditions that are inhumane. Right? We've been here now for 8 months, our team, and we're fed up with this sort of condition. We want justice for our men. We want conditions where people are able to live. We've had internet cut off, all sorts of atrocious conditions in the barracks. We want this rectified. We want to be able to work the same as we do normally, under decent conditions, and get paid for every day that we work. And that's not happening. And somebody should be standing up for us on this island. We're the foreigners here. We're invited to come here and work, and we get lumbered with these conditions. We're not happy with it, and my men are disgusted with it. From where I come from, this would not exist. This is an American state, and someone should do something about it.
Bail is set at $100,000 each for 3 individuals arrested for possessing crystal meth. According to the Department of Public Safety, Xiao K, aka Boss or Brother JD, is charged with 1 count of possession and 1 count of trafficking meth. And Hishu Wang is charged with 1 count of possession and 1 count of trafficking meth. The CNMI Drug Enforcement Task Force executed the 2 arrest warrants in the village of Navy Hill Thursday of last week. And on Friday, June 19th, Fan Su, aka Dragon, was arrested and charged with count 1 of possession of meth and count 1 of trafficking. The Drug Enforcement Task Force executed his arrest in Garapan. Governor Torres has sent a letter to President Trump laying out the CNMI's plan for resuming tourism. In a letter to President Trump, Governor Torres lays out the CNMI tourism resumption blueprint.
What we want to do through the governor and the administration is that we understand that the federal government is a very key partner in our tourism industry. We do not have control over our islands, as I mentioned earlier, as well as the fact that our CNMI economy needs room for diversification and growth in a way where we can't just solely rely on source markets within our tourism industry that we once relied upon. But beyond that, we also want to be able to have the President and the White House understand that this is what we're trying to do as a U.S. territory at the edge of the Western Pacific, and to hopefully garner his support for the effort and provide additional assistance to the Commonwealth as we continue to navigate through this process of resuming international flights in the coming months in the safest and most reasonable way possible that protects the lives of our residents, continues the efforts of the COVID-19 task force, strongest response in the Pacific and the flattest curve in the United States.
A highlight of the blueprint is the starting back up of international flights between South Korea and Saipan by the projected July 15th date.
So the timeline for the resumption of our tourism economy is predicated on two things. First is ensuring that we can reopen the economy safely for this type of influx of population that's coming in. That's the first. And the second is ensuring that are we going to be able to first, one, get the tourists to go into the flights within the South Korean market, and two, will they be able to ensure that they proper all the entry requirements for them to get a PCR test so that we are able to prevent the spread of COVID-19 potentially within the CNMI. These two elements are heavily important, ensuring that the timeline for making July 15 is readily available. Because within the July 15 timeline, even if we have the agreement with the Korean government and Korean flights all together, it's still not guaranteed whether or not tourists will be able to get into those flights, let alone meet the demand of what we see hopefully coming out of all the mitigation factors that we're working on.
As of today, July 22nd, the CNMI has tested over 15% of the population. The cumulative number of confirmed positive COVID-19 cases in the CNMI remains at 30, with 2 deaths. One senator makes a request for an earlier and longer deer season this year. Sally Lemus reports.
Senator Teresita Santos is asking the Department of Lands and Natural Resources to temporarily open the deer season on Rota a month earlier and a month later than prescribed by regulations. In her letter, Santos says numerous families on Rota are struggling to make ends meet, especially with the high cost of living. The letter has been received by DLNR Secretary Tony Beneventi, who says the request will go through the proper process.
What I need to do is do a LSR, a legal service request to the AG, and get an opinion. I need, an opinion if there is something in that regulation that we can, expand the hunting season in Rota. So that's, and then from there on, whatever the AG's opinion comes to us, then we'll go ahead and proceed with that.
Beneventi says his office will be sending the LSR within the week. According to hunting regulations under the Division of Fish and Wildlife, deer season opens on September 1st and ends on November 30th. Santos also states in her letter that she has been informed by numerous farmers that the deer population on Rota is growing and is causing major crop damage. She humbly requests the assessment of the DLNR office on this matter. Reporting for the Channel 2 News, I'm Sally Lemis.
Coming up, a famous YouTuber is back in the CNMI, and KSPN catches up with him to hear his plans. You won't want to miss this after the break.
Mom, are you sure? What about the shutters? And do you have your medicine?
Don't worry about us, love, okay? You take good care of yourself. Hi, my love. Yeah, sorry. The power went out, so I had to light up all the candles. Yeah. Yes, baby, yeah. I'm just glad our home phone's working and we're able to contact you.
Vinigi PHI Pharmacy in Gofadahi, Ihinim Lomo.
Our complete line of pharmaceuticals and lowest prices ensure you get the treatment that you deserve.
Our compassionate, friendly, multilingual staff will take the time to get to know you, explain your medications to you, and answer any questions that you may have.
Ngere eyor sumaye ukalweres ren, kutsu wayor safeye emal ebalisiu tlalyam weres.
Inumin ang inyong gamot ayon sa inireseta ng inyong doktor at alinsunod sa bilin ng inyong pharmaceutical.
We accept most insurance, but in case you don't have coverage, we offer cost-effective generic drugs.
PHI Pharmacy, your lifelong partner in health. PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Mom, are you sure? What about the shutters? And do you have your medicine?
Don't worry about us, love, okay? You take good care of yourself. I'm in love. Yeah, sorry. The power went out, so I had to light up all the candles. Yeah. Yes, baby, yeah. I'm just glad our home phone's working and we're able to contact you.
You may recognize him from his famous YouTube channel, Dear Meat for Dinner. Well, Robert Arrington is back, and this time he brought his family to do some exploring. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
It is, it's so exciting to be here. Like the moment I came on the first trip and got to meet you, I told you I was looking forward to bringing my wife and my kids back. Now we're here.
Yes, I'm so excited that you guys are back. So what brings you back to this side of the world, and especially all the family, everything?
Honestly, his trip last time was so incredible that he's like, honey, you have got to see this. I want our kids to see this. So here we are in the plane. Everything we have been taken care of, better than you know, and we just had a great trip coming here. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So my number one prerogative whenever I was here on the first trip, it was so amazing. I mean, so many people that we got to meet. Everybody from Rota to Saipan, Guam, everywhere over here. They were so friendly. And whenever I would go home, no one knew whenever I would mention the CNMI, no one knew what that was. I said Rota or Saipan, Tinian, the Northern Islands. No one even knew that existed. So working with Governor Torres and several other people here in the CNMI, it's my mission to show the world what the CNMI are. And I want to put the faces of all the Chamorro people, all the people that make up the CNMI, I want to show the world and make it a place that people want to come and visit.
Yes, absolutely. And so I hear you guys are going to check out the Northern Islands, and that is kind of some untouched territory, which is awesome. I've never been. I know a lot of people haven't been. What do you think about that?
I think it's a faraway place, untouched, beautiful, and I want to just go and show the world what it looks like. Do some amazing filming. We brought some really nice drones to get some high-level footage of some very specific underwater cameras that we can drop down very deep. Lots of underwater, topside, aerial shots. I just want to show the world what it looks like. And Governor Torres has never been to the island of Mog. So he and I, we're going to go there. We're going to hike to the top of Mog. We're going to put a CNMI flag. We're going to put an American flag. We're going to shake hands as brothers, and we're going to make a bond that lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, and I know it's probably travel's a little tough right now due to COVID-19. And so can you guys just give a little description on how it was to travel? You guys went from the other side of the world in the U.S., mainly in Florida, correct?
Yes. So back in Florida, we got COVID testing immediately right before we came. Of course, we're all negative. And then traveling, you have to just take extra precautions. You can't sit so close to people. You have to wear your face mask all the time, which, I mean, it's a good thing. We're just taking extra precautions. They give you hand sanitizer packets the second you get on the plane, so you wipe everything down. They're not serving how they normally do, but they instead give you baggies with small items that you want to eat, so they're not touching every individual thing. So they're just taking the proper steps so that everyone stays safe. So it wasn't that bad. I mean, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, we were a great team on this. I kind of oversaw the whole team and all the big picture stuff, which was very, very stressful. Sarah did a really good job. We have our two little children, Aria and Emma. Aria's 4, Emma's 2. And to make it all work, between bringing the entire team, we brought 22 check bags. 22. And with 22 check bags, a full crew, my wife, my kids, and all the things that make that up. It was very stressful, but you know what? It worked out perfectly.
Yes. And I know last time you were here, you did a lot of exploring on Rota. Do you guys plan on taking your wife and children to Rota and do some fishing and stuff?
Absolutely. While I was in Rota, the first day, I had one rod that was meant for blue marlin fishing. And in like the first 5 minutes, the only time it's ever happened in my life, a blue marlin ripped it right out of the boat. I came for revenge. But we're going to do a lot of fun fishing, a lot of catch and release on the billfish. Hopefully we can catch some deep water onagas, different types of coral trout, giant trevallies. We want to see it all. We want to do it all, and we want to show everybody.
Yeah, awesome. Any message to your fans?
Yeah. This is what I want to say to every fan of Dear Meat for Dinner, every citizen of the CNMI. You are the reason that I'm here. My previous trip was a trip that I will never forget in my entire life. And whenever I left, I knew that if I could, I had to bring my family back. And now, this is my 2-year-old. This is little Emma. Aria's right here. And to see them travel to the CNMI. We're setting up relationships, friendships, bonds that hopefully last for a lifetime. We can continue to come back.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. So stay with us as we do follow them through their journey in the CNMI. Governor Torres was also at the Saipan International Airport to greet Arrington and his family when they arrived Saturday, and states he is working with Arrington to rebrand tourism in the CNMI. Take a listen.
We rebrand CNMI, the Marianas, after all the COVID, and so what the world is in still mode. You have someone who loves the island, flew across the world to promote CNMI, rebrand the Marianas. There's a lot at stake, but us, we embrace him to do what we need here to rebrand, and we do it right. They've gone through the process. They got their PCR test. They traveled across. They got all the permits. So we're doing it right, and it's exciting. And I hope that as we move forward, by the time we open with our tourists, it will be a new rebranding of the Marianas under Dear Meat for Dinner.
Governor says they will be heading up to the Northern Islands later this week to showcase some of the unpopulated parts of the Marianas.
Again, for everyone, we're going to be going up to enjoy, promote the beautiful weather, beautiful island, the prestige, what it has to offer, at the same time protecting our environment. And this is what it is, so we're excited.
To maybe open up to tourism?
That's for the ecotourism. That's going to be ultimate goal. We've always talked about the beauty of our northern islands, and it's time to showcase that. At the same time, we don't want to see 1,000 rooms or 500 rooms for that matter. It'll be something that will be really good for the Commonwealth.
Thank you, Ashley. Coming up inside the KSPN2 Sports Report, amigos flock to the links like kingfish.
We are with you. At times when you need us most, you can count on us to be there. When you need someone to talk to, when you need to stay informed, when you need to brighten your day, when you need to stay connected. We are here keeping our promise that while the world is changing, we keep working so you can keep connecting. We are your Docomo Pacific family, and we are here to help.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They're an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans. Frank the Crank Camacho suffered a devastating loss yesterday at the Las Vegas Apex. The pride of the Marianas entered the octagon for his UFC fight for the first time as a heavy favorite over Justin James, who took this fight on 3 days' notice after Camacho's scheduled opponent was scratched after his cornerman tested positive for COVID-19. Jane stunned Camacho with consecutive left hooks to the jaw, leaving Camacho wobbly. The referee stopped the match just 41 seconds into the first round. Frank's record drops to 2-5. 3 of his last 4 fights have ended his lopsided defeats. Hopefully he can rebound. All right, the Amigos Golf Club celebrated Father's Day the best way they know how, by having a tournament.
Ned Narita for the birdie on a par 5. Oh, 4 strokes, one for each of his 4 kids on this Father's Day special.
Ned Narita, I owe him money.
You owe him money? It's going to cost you, huh?
Oh, big time.
Big time? You're going to have to go back to work.
I hope the government allows me to go back to work.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, same to you, man. Happy Father's Day.
Slow pitch legend Joe Torres using his putter from the fringe.
Nice shot. Way to go. Go.
Wow. Did you know Joe Torres was one of the all-time great slow pitch pitchers on Saipan?
Oh yeah, I have a big poster of him on my
autograph.
Yeah, autograph on my wall.
Nothing but the bottom of the cup. Get in there, Ben Jones. I told you, Ben Jones. Ben Jones. Who's Ned Narita anyway? Just
Hey, that's my idol too. So I still owe him money for this. You wanna come and practice for me?
Oh, no legs. Tentative.
Pressure.
Clutch. Come on, Seal. Help the dads out there, man. They're starving.
I need the mothers.
Come on. All right, this is for all the fathers. This is for all the fathers out there. What, you don't like fathers? What's going on here? Where's your ball? Right there? Good shot.
Thank you.
All right, let's see you. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Hey, I like your hat.
Well, thank you very much. And I like your style. All right, let's see if I like your game.
All right, thank you.
Get in there. Come on, a little more. Sorry. Poor.
Something holding it. Okay.
Happy Father's Day anyway.
Thank you very much. Same to you, Bob.
Call me baby when I'm holding you. And the sugar when I know you do.
You know what?
You whisper in my ears, oh baby.
Get in there.
Got it.
All the dads love it.
I like that.
Now. You got that, Bob?
Using net scoring, the top 4 qualifiers yesterday were up-and-coming Nathan Camacho with a 64, veteran Freddie Salavera, 67, the consistent and persistent Shirley Jones with a 68, Ed Terlahi's 69 snatched the final spot for last month's tournament. What? Yeah. Amigos president Joe Torres says the coronavirus kind of messed things up. You know what day it is? What this tournament is for what month?
This is qualifying for the month of May.
But you know what day it is now?
Today is was it June 20th.
So when are you gonna have the June tournament?
So the June tournament is next month. It's a back-to-back.
So it's in July.
That will be in July. July is in July.
So why don't you call it the July tournament?
End of July.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HOFFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735.
You are looking at last night's partial solar eclipse that occurred during sunset. Most of the transverse happened while the celestial bodies were obscured by clouds, but then Mother Nature blessed us by opening up and letting the sun-moon combo drop into the horizon to the delight of all Saipan photographers, including me. All right, today's high 91, the low 82, heat index 105. That ties the highest we've had in 2020. Humidity at 66%. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Isolated showers coming in. Possible thunderstorms even. East winds 10 to 20. High 89, low 79. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Sunrise 5:48. High tide at 7:50. Low tide at 3:22. Sunset at 6:50. Do the days get longer in the summer? No, they get shorter. And tomorrow we will have 1 second less daylight than we had today. That's news. That's sports. That's weather. Thank you for watching. See you back here on Wednesday night.